is Rooster, and this is Ohio Sportsnet.
Huff, Ohio Sportsnet.
Bookie.
All right, my name's Austin Luker. I'm a senior, and I'm an outside linebacker. Hello, everyone. I'm Austin Luker. I play linebacker, and my fun fact is that I made a bet with Carson that if I played football, he would play lacrosse.
Awesome. What does it mean to you to be an Avon Eagle?
I've been an Avon Eagle my whole life. It's been to get better every single day, try and look for new goals and trying to achieve them.
This is your first year with the football team, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell everyone how that came about.
A bunch of my friends play football, like Cole, Carson, Hamilton, who else? Trent. I was just talking to him. I was like, what if I play football? I mean, because like I've been in the stands for the past 3 years. I've always wondered what it was like. So then Carson's like, you should play. And I was like, I mean, why not? Give it a shot. It's my senior year. It's like something I won't be able to do for the rest of my life. So I was on the golf team for the first 3 years. So I was like, I can play golf the rest of my life. Can't play football. And I just gave it a shot. And I'm really happy I did it.
The first day you stepped into a practice or a weight room or anything, was it a shock?
Not really. I've been familiar with the weight room and all that, but I wasn't really familiar with like the practice style of football, because it's a lot of divided up. Like you focus on this and then you go to the next thing, like special teams and defense and all that.
So it was just a learning curve for you?
Yeah, a little bit of a learning curve, just like the scheduling and everything.
How would you compare lacrosse to football, the regiment, the practices and everything?
Cross, I would say the practices are more fast-paced, whereas like football, there's a little bit more downtime, but like that can be like a little bit bad because you lose your focus and all that. Whereas lacrosse, it's just keep going, you know what I mean?
It's your senior year.
Yeah.
Here you are, one of the seniors on the team. What's that like?
It's cool because like I got my little brother, and because he has his friends around, I know them pretty well. And it's just fun, like someone they look up to, but I also like to like guide them, like I love talking to them, hearing what they have going on in their life, try and like give them the best advice I possibly can, because like I was in their position once where I was younger, didn't really know what I was doing with anything.
You kind of picked this up pretty quick too. I mean, here you are making big hits on special teams, you're getting pick sixes and on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Are you just a natural athlete or what?
I don't know, a little bit. I just know that like I like to work the hardest, like I like to work as hard as I possibly can, and that's definitely been like a big attribute to like my athleticism for sure, because I wasn't always the fastest, but the weight room has definitely helped out for sure.
And you got a different perspective. A lot of these guys have played ever since they were like in third grade, growing up together. You've been friends with them, but not sharing a uniform. And now here you are, sharing a uniform with some Division I recruits and top players in the state and everything. What's that like?
It's crazy. I would see them play on Fridays, but like I wouldn't see how hard they worked like at practice and all that. I thought it was just given to them. Like they work harder than you would expect. Like, because like you would think, oh, it's just natural. They can go out and do it because they're good at it. But no, they need to keep working as hard as everyone else, and even harder.
You got a different perspective too. Just last year, you're sitting in the stands on a Friday night watching the games. Now here you are on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Compare that.
It's much more chill in the stands for sure. Like you're not worrying about anything. But then when you're out on the sideline, it's intense at times for sure. Like it can come down to like the wire. Like Glenville game was pretty stressful to watch for sure.
But then think of all the hard work you've put in through Dirty Dozens and the 5 a.m. lifts and all that, and you see the results now. How satisfying is that?
Oh, it was great. And, like, I enjoyed every part about growing, like, with my boys, it was great. Like, I loved it, because I've never really been introduced, like a schedule, like a practice schedule that intense where you got practice, short break practice, and it was a whole new perspective to me. And, I mean, I enjoyed every part of it, for sure.
What would be the perfect way to end your senior year?
I think a state championship, for sure. That'd be great, like first year come out, team wins a championship. That'd be awesome.
What's that going to take?
We just got to keep going. I mean, we can't get burned out or relaxed, because like there's times where like you feel like you're doing good, you don't need to put as much effort in, but you need to keep getting better,
Is there someone in the program currently, or alum, or a family member in your life that you look up to and you idolize?
Like a coach or anything?
A coach, a family member, a player, anybody.
I'd say Coach Getty, for sure. I see him every single day. He's always giving great advice. He's always guiding. Even if you make a mistake or anything, sometimes he'll get mad, but he's always very informative, And I really appreciate all he does for the program, for sure.
I didn't know Austin really till late last year. Like, I knew who he was, but I never talked to him. Our relationship just started blooming. I mean, we started hanging out a lot, going to the lake, so we went jet skiing all summer. So we got really tight. I mean, it was his first year back. He played in 7th grade and didn't play 8th. First year back, I mean, I think if he would have played all 4 years, he'd be starting right now. I mean, he gets picks all the time in JV. He's a hard hitter. He's not scared to hit. He plays lacrosse. He's really good at that. So, I was watching a lacrosse game against, I think it was Lake or O Falls, and he went in. I had never seen a kid get hit as hard as that. Like, the kid's helmet popped off. Like, he knocked the kid out. It was bad. But I love Luker, and glad to be his friend.
That's my boy. This is his first year playing football since middle school, so it kind of took a lot of convincing from all of me, Carson, just all of his friends who play football. We all wanted him to come out, just enjoy his his senior year. Why not play? But yeah, I mean, that's really what comes to mind when I think about him in a football aspect. But outside of football, he's crazy. He's doing flips off everything. He's I don't know. He's wild. He's a crazy man.
Are you the reason for the infamous bet?
Luker joining football?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am.
How did that start?
I don't know. It was just one night, and I think I said I'd play lacrosse if he'd play football, and then I don't know. The next day we talked about it some more, and I guess he just kind of came in the next day, talked to Jacetti, and the rest is history, I'd say.
What's going to be more difficult, him playing football or you playing lacrosse?
Him playing football. I got a little more skills with the sticks, so it'll be a little easier for me to pick it up.
Here he doesn't play his whole high school career to his senior year, and he's been making plays on Friday nights. What does that say about him?
He's just a dog. Big dude. Pretty good athlete, and fast.
Play what if? What if he played his whole high school career like you did? Where do you think he'd be right now?
He'd almost be as good as me, I'd say. No, I'm just kidding. No, he'd be good. He'd probably be a starter, and he'd be playing a lot. And he already makes a difference, but maybe making a little more of a difference.
Austin Luker's a guy who joined our team this year. From what I understand, he joined our team because of a bet. And he said that if he played football, then I think it was Carson Canning would have to play lacrosse. Austin Luker is a guy who's really made an impact on special teams. He's provided depth for us. Extremely athletic, tough kid. And he's been a welcome addition to our team. He's a positive energy guy, and he's certainly contributing on special teams. And like I said, has provided us with much needed depth. And if he would have jumped in our program earlier, we'd probably even have a bigger role.
Yeah, do you almost kind of give a what if to that? What if he would have played every year, his high school year?
No question. I mean, I think there's a lot of athletes running around the halls of Avon that if they would have jumped in the program early could be playing for us. But it's not easy to do what our kids do, and it's not for everybody. And that's okay. Other people have other interests. I'm glad he's on our football team because he certainly made us better.
Your flavor of ice cream, what would you be?
Favorite? Oh, I'm going to go with mint chocolate chip for sure. Yeah, it's got a little bit of chocolate. It's got a little mintiness. I like that.
Okay. If you were pizza, what toppings would be on?
Pizza. We're going with Hawaiian, so ham and pineapple. A lot of people hate on it. They think it's illegal, but I think it's.
I like pineapple on pizza.
Yeah.
If they made a movie about Austin Luker, who would star as Austin?
Oh, I'm gonna go with Miles Teller.
Who's that?
Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie yet.
Yeah.
What was his name in the movie? What was his call sign?
I don't remember.
He was the star, though?
One of them, yeah.
The Powerball recently was over $1 billion
Yeah.
for the jackpot. If you had that winning ticket, what would you do with it?
What would I do with it? All right, so I'm definitely gonna help out my community a lot with that money. Just overall help out all the facilities. I definitely give it to a bunch of some chunk of change to the teammates and all that, because I think I've had a great time with all of them. Special memories with them. help out coaches. I think I would definitely give some of my family for sure. Yeah, that's really all I can think of.
No, you're not gonna go crazy. Spend, like buy cars, travel the world.
I mean, I'll travel the world, obviously, but I don't want to worry about what's like. Take care of the people around me first,